Welcome to Creative Living, where we help you live your most creative life. I'm Jane Klaus. Mental health is in all of the headlines these days, and the importance of self-care is at an all-time high. So today, we're getting advice on ways to find our joy. But first, let's see what's coming up on the show. We talk with author Tricia Huffman about getting our joy back, and a vacation getaway that welcomes your four-legged best friends. Plus, a simple way to add a splash of color to your garden. That and much more coming up on Creative Living. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and after the pandemic, we've seen more and more people dealing with depression. So here to talk to us about getting your joy back is author, vlogger, and podcaster Tricia Huffman. Hey, Tricia.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Now, I am fascinated by this title. You call yourself a joyologist. What is that? Explain it to us.
Yeah, so the title was actually given to me, but I've owned it now for almost 15 years. And what I like to say is the goal of life is not to be happy 24/7. That's impossible. I'm all about being aware of the realities of life, to what we're thinking and feeling so we can move through it, and to claim joy every day. Because let's be real, being a human is hard, but it's also magical, and we don't know how long we're going to be here. So no matter what you're dealing with, make some space to claim joy every single day.
So many people are dealing with depression these days. Why do you think that is?
Well, I'm not a researcher or a therapist, but what I believe is that so many people are depressed is because we're looking for our fulfillment based on what we think that should look like. So we're going after it and like, if I have, if I'm this size, if I have this career, this relationship, once I buy this or look this way, then I'll be happy. Then I'll be fulfilled. But we don't really ever think about what would it feel like? What does fulfillment feel like? And when we get to clear that up with ourselves, what does fulfillment feel like to you? You can find that in the smallest moments of your day, because no matter how much you achieve and do and have, if you're just chasing that external stuff and what it looks like, you're just going to keep on putting it on other things. So it's finding it in these small moments for ourselves.
Now, you have tips to help us elevate our moods. Can you talk us through those?
Yes, and they are all super simple. The first one I love because it combines mindfulness and a good mood food, apples. So what I like to say is to put this apple down, pick this apple up, and just eat the apple. Like, just be present with the apple. Put everything else down, all the distractions, savor the taste, the flavor, the crunch. And when you're present this way, your stress levels go away. Your, breathing regulates. My favorite brand is the Pizzazz apples, and also apples are packed with antioxidants that fuel neurotransmitters in the brain, which boost your mood. So it's truly a good mood food. My second tip is to take an any minutes approach to self-care, but really anything that you want or need to do, because we make life way too hard for ourselves, right? And we think that like, oh, I'll do that later. This is going to take too long. And then we end up not doing the thing and then feeling bad about ourselves. So I say any minutes is more than no minutes. So whether this is like, oh, I really want to do yoga. I don't have time for yoga. I would feel so much better if I did yoga. Try to do even 2 minutes. And you actually feel better from those 2 minutes. Your body feels better, but then I also feel better because I did the thing I wanted to do. The third takes this any minutes approach, and I call it a wonder walk. So I push myself outside for any minutes. It doesn't matter how fast I'm going or how long I'm out there. But again, the idea is to be present with what's around me. Putting yourself in this moment of wonder really shifts everything and lets you see how much is possible for yourself and in the world.
All right, Tricia, in your book, F the Shoulds, Do the Wants, you talk about swapping the shoulds for wants. Tell us why this is important to living a happier, healthier life.
Yeah, so what I realized is that a lot of times we're just going through life doing the shoulds, and it's like, again, what other people want from us, we're like outsourcing our life choices. And so if you swap that, just the word even itself, should for want, then you're coming to it from a place of, this is my choice. Why do I want to do it? So even if it's the same thing, like, oh, I should do the dishes, I'm never excited to do my dishes. If I swap that to, you know what, I do want a clean kitchen. I do want to use these dishes again. So you know what, I want to do the dishes. And I'm coming to it with a different energy. So that was a very basic example, but can you see how different the should to want is?
I love it. Trisha, great information. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, if you would like more information about Trisha or getting her daily inspiration app, just head to our website.
If you're looking to lift your spirits, a trip to Utah could do the trick. At the Best Friends Roadhouse in Mercantile, you and your furry friends are welcome for a little rest and relaxation.
The Best Friends Roadhouse in Mercantile is a 40-room, pet-centric motel right in the heart of Kanab, close to all the attractions that you want to be able to see in southern Utah. It's luxury stay for you and your pet. Hi, I'm Julie Barger, and I'm the Director of Visitor Experience at Best Friends Animal Society. The best thing about the Best Friends Roadhouse in Mercantile is that we don't charge you anything extra for any of your pet stays. You can stay in our gorgeous rooms with up to 4 of your animal friends. When you check in with your pet, you're immediately going to be welcomed with doggy biscuits and people cookies. You're going to be shown to your room. When you walk in, there's actually a double door that will keep your pet from escaping. Once you open that, you're going to see modern, bright furnishings with all the things thought about the safety of your pet. Chairs that they can jump up easily on, no spaces for them to get trapped under the bed when you're gone if they're scared, beds that pull out from the bed and make their own little dog bed, cubbies for them to lay in. Everything is about your comfort and your pet's comfort when traveling. The Mercantile is the heart of the Roadhouse. It's our gathering place. It's where you'll come and get your complimentary vegan breakfast in the morning. You'll meet Mike or Michael, and they'll greet you with a smile and get you that caffeine that you need to take on your busy day in Kanab. You can shop for Best Friends Sanctuary souvenirs. We'll have all kinds of logo apparel, everything that you need to refresh yourself and get stocked up for your next part of your journey. We have Kitten Bingo, which is amazing. That's once a month, and we just released adoptable cats play bingo for silly prizes, and it's a super fun time. So the Best Friends Roadhouse in Mercantile is just down the road from the Best Friends Animal Sanctuary, which is the largest no-kill sanctuary in the country. We take care of about 1,600 animals a year. And if you're staying at the Roadhouse, you can arrange to have a sleepover with a dog, cat, or even bunny. And includes 2 lunch tickets to go up to the animal sanctuary and dine at the Angel Village Cafe, where we have the most beautiful view of the Escalante staircase that you can imagine. The Best Friends Roadhouse in Mercantile is located right in the center of Kanab, where there are lots of walking trails that you can take with your pets. We're just down the road from the reservoir, which I love to walk with my dogs. You can go kayaking there. We're also within an hour drive of Zion, an hour and a half from Bryce Canyon, an hour from North Rim of the Grand Canyon. So there's all types of places that you can go with your pets. So to visit Best Friends Roadhouse in Mercantile, visit our website. You can see all the different types of rooms that we have, see our rates, book your stay, or feel free to call our front desk.
Joy is complex, but we know that certain neurotransmitters can help promote positive feelings. And one way to increase these neurotransmitters is exercise. And a bonus, the effects linger long after you finish up the physical activity. That's good news. So before you start those jumping jacks, let's see what we've got coming up on the show. How one company is impacting their community, and a delicious carrot cake recipe. Fullerton Financial Planning is known for helping you achieve the retirement of your dreams, but they're also making an impact in the community by giving back.
Fullerton Financial Planning is a female-owned and family-operated financial planning service that focuses on retirement and helping our clients and prospects achieve the retirement of their dreams. But at the very heart of everything we do, we say it's about the people. It's about, meaning that it's about our clients, but it's about our employees, it's about their families, and it's about our community. So giving back is a huge part of who we are at our very core. We love to participate in community events, and one of the organizations that we work with is Sleep in Heavenly Peace, where we get to come together as a community and build bunk beds for kids who are sleeping on the floor right here in our own city. It's just an amazing opportunity to not only provide beds for kids and families, but also just like come together and feel like we're working towards a common goal and cause, something that's really near and dear to our heart.
So last year we did Sleep in Heavenly Peace here in our parking lot. 200 people showed up. Some build, some sanded, some stained, some put together the beds. So well orchestrated. We were able to build, I think it was 80 or 90 beds in a span of 2 hours, and that's from scratch. Incredible, and it was so much fun. It's important for the Fullerton team to participate in the community because we're part of the community. And there are people in need inside of our community. So we can have impact on other people that maybe just need a helping hand or a little bit of assistance, and it changes them and it changes us. It's important to me because I want to be better as a person, and I want our team to be better as people as well. And we can do that by serving others.
This is, a monthly, what we call a monthly build event. The way we get all this done, honestly, is through volunteer help. So we'll have over 200 volunteers here today working together. Such diversity, such a beautiful picture of really the way a community should and could, and in fact, still does today. And we really appreciate, especially the businesses that get behind this, businesses like Fullerton Financial that have a high value for something we refer to as corporate social responsibility. This is a picture of healthy community. This is what communities are all about, helping one another.
If you would like to learn more about this volunteer opportunity or any of the volunteer opportunities that we have throughout the area, you can visit our website for more details.
Another path to increase joy in your life is to dedicate yourself to others. And volunteering is one way. And it can increase greater joy than focusing only on yourself. Don't go anywhere. We've got more to come on Creative Living. A delectable carrot cake recipe using baby food. And sprucing up your summer garden with a pop of color. Who doesn't love carrot cake? You get your veggies with dessert. I like that combo. Nina Monique shows us how to make a simple version of this delicious cake.
All right, hey guys, it's your girl Nina Monique here with Recipe Remix, and today I am making baby food carrot cake cupcakes out of my family's recipe book. Yes, you heard it. Carrot cake baby food cupcakes that my grandma came up with years ago. She told my mom about it, and now I'm sharing this easy and delicious recipe with you today. So let's get started. You're gonna start off with your 3 main dry ingredients. You've got your baking soda, sugar, and some flour. Go ahead and mix that up, and now let's go and get those wet ingredients, including the baby food. Now for the fun stuff. This has got 2 eggs, beaten, a can of crushed pineapples, vanilla, cinnamon, of course, and 2 secret ingredients. Applesauce, which I use as a replacement for oil, and baby food, which we use as a replacement for carrots. So this is such a cool recipe. My grandma told me the story of her first time making this cake. She had a sweet tooth. She had all the kids over and they had a sweet tooth too. So she decided to make a carrot cake. Sadly, there was no carrots to be found. So my grandma used baby food, but this worked perfectly fine. The flavor's there and it's gonna give you the bite and the sweetness that you like. So let us beat these eggs. 2 eggs beaten. 1 can of that crushed pineapple. Perfect. Not one, but both of the baby foods. And the applesauce is actually gonna make it moist. You won't even miss the oil, I promise. Here we go with a little bit of vanilla and some nuts. I love walnuts. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and give it a stir. Look at that orange. Ooh, yeah. This is exactly what you want your batter to look like. Now let's go ahead and add a dash of cinnamon. And, all right, let's go ahead and add these wet ingredients to the dry. Combine, combine, combine. Hey, hey, hey. Let it dance with you. There you go. All right, I've already got a greased cupcake tin ready and willing to go into a hot 375-degree oven. We're gonna go ahead and pour in about 2/3 of the way our mixture and bake for 25 minutes. All right, now my favorite part of the cupcakes, it's the cream cheese frosting. This is absolutely a steal. It's delicious and it only has a few ingredients. Confectioner sugar or powdered sugar, softened butter and softened cream cheese, and a little bit of vanilla. All of these things together is gonna make the perfect creamy and savory, delicious frosting. So let's go ahead and put our vanilla in here. Just eyeball it, about a tablespoon. And you're gonna wanna start whipping this softened cream cheese and butter first before you add the sugar. Let's go ahead and start adding that sugar. Just a little at a time. Oh. All right, looks like we're getting there. All right, my favorite part, taking a little bit of a taste. It tastes like grandma's cooking. All right, this is that icing. We're gonna go ahead and let it cool off in the fridge. The cupcakes are in the oven baking, and while we're waiting, it's time for a little dance break. All right, guys, we are back, and as you can see, we have 3 generations of family here in the kitchen. I have my son helping us frost these delicious baby food carrot cake cupcakes, and my beautiful mom, who actually told me all about the recipe and allowed me to lick the spoon when I was his age. So now, go ahead and let Grandma try the muffin.
Can I try it?
Yeah! You want to help me with the rest?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, go ahead.
Stick around because we've got much more coming up on Creative Living. If you're looking to add some color to your garden, we've got the perfect plant for you.
The summer season is here and it's time to get creative in the garden, and we can all use a little inspiration. So today I am with my flower fanatic friend Katie to help us out. Now Katie, what can we do to make our garden stand out from the rest of them on the block?
Well, I think it's great to have a garden that's uniquely yours. So the best way to customize with color is to add colorful petunias to your outdoor living space.
Why are petunias the best way to do that?
Petunias are really still the most popular garden plant. They're widely available and very versatile for any sunny space. So whether you have a large patio or a rooftop garden or a small container, they can work well for you.
And I love the variety of colors here. And I've seen petunias, so I know what they are. But when we talk about planting petunias, I can do a lot of things. I can make a lot of things. I'm not a great gardener. So are petunias easy for sort of an uneasy gardener like me?
Petunias are super easy for even a beginner gardener. They make anyone look like a pro. They spread and trail from spring and through summer and fall with very little maintenance.
So when we're planting petunias, how do we do it? What's our first step?
First, you gotta find a sunny spot. At least 6 hours of sunlight is great. And then you choose your container. And you can go as creative or as low-key as you like.
I've made this container because I like to DIY and decoupage. Would this size work, or does it have to be huge?
For petunias, you wouldn't have that many flowers, but you'll have a great display and something unique for you. Make sure it has a drainage hole in the bottom so that water can run out throughout the season. Then you're gonna add your soil, and we've got our soil right here.
Oh, do you want your gloves?
Oh, that would be perfect.
Yeah.
You don't want to ruin your nails. We're gonna fill this pretty full, leaving just 1 inch from the top.
I mean, I say I'm not really good at gardening, but I'm having a great time in the soil.
Right. And you want to give your pot a little bit of shift every so often so you're getting all those air bubbles out and it's nice and settled at the bottom too.
So what kind of soil do we have to use? Is there a special kind? Do I put fertilizer in it?
You don't want to use topsoil, that's for sure. You want to make sure that you're using a good quality potting soil. It has a lot of almost like a nutrient charge in it already and a lot of great drainage so it holds its moisture because containers can dry out pretty quick in the summertime. And then you're going to put your plants in. So you give the bottom of your container a little squeeze and then you pull it out and you can see the roots are already growing there. And you just make a little hole in your container and plant it down, push down a little bit and get all those air pockets out. And you fill in the soil around it. And that could be either adding more soil or kind of shifting your soil in your container.
And then you can add more soil after you put the second one
Yeah, we'll
in.
backfill towards the end.
Okay.
And already you can see that the container is coming together and these plants will grow in very well together.
And do we add any more soil at the end?
When you're through, yes, you're going to backfill and fill in any holes.
Oh, let me give you some soil.
You can always add more plants if you like.
Here, I don't know what to do next.
Sure. Kind of fill in the holes on the side here.
I love that. And what a great way to accessorize the garden with a splash of color.
Absolutely.
And your petunias, I love it. Thank you so much, Katie. With a little inspiration and some imagination, we can all accessorize our outdoor spaces with a splash of color using petunias this summer season. Thank you so much for joining us right here on Creative Living. I'm Jane Klaus, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.